So this is the Hymer Masterline 780 motorhome. Let's have a quick look inside. It's got steps, retractable steps to go in. Handle with a bin that can be removed for easy cleaning. Blackout blind that goes up to the top, like for all the windows. Put all the windows inside. So let's have a quick look. So you've got double or king bed above the driver's seat that comes down and can be also transformed into two full single beds with a space in between. I'll show you in photos what that looks like. It's got handle, sockets, button for the steps, return steps. All the windows can be opened. So you've got 2 passenger seats here, 2 more seats at the front. That can be used for passengers because it doesn't have a seat belt. The 2 headrests, if you don't want them, can be stored under this cushion. There's a compartment to store the headrests, and when you don't need to drive anymore, you can store the seat belts and these behind this cushion. So you've got blackout blind that comes down at the front, and you have blinds that pull out. Manually have to pull them out from behind there and pull them to the front, and there's a magnet that will attach over there. So both sides you can have full privacy. Driver's seat and front passenger seat, they both twist around, so can face the back of the motorhome to transform this into a 5-seater lounge. The table can be moved as pleased. You can turn it around, you can move it in all directions. So in the kitchen area, we've got lots of drawers with storage. There's a sink under here. Hot and cold water tap. And then there's a gas hob with 3 cooking areas. This can be left up. And then you have a grill here, and the gas oven there. Got fridge freezer, so there's a big storage compartment here with all the cupboards have this safety lock, so the cupboards won't open while you're driving. Freezer and fridge. Drawers. Both the freezer and the fridge doors can be opened from both sides, which is really handy. There's more storage in here. Got shelf, hanging area. You can move the shelves around if you need more height. There's more storage under here. There's quite a lot of storage there. Same for under that seat, lots of storage. These lights can be moved around and angled. more storage there and there. And we keep the motorhome documents there, so it's always there but out of the way. More storage under here. This is not where you store the headrests. The headrests go, there's another pocket under there. This has a bin that can be removed if you don't want it in there. Storage drawer under the fridge. Another cupboard up here. And then here got shower area. So that is obviously the shower. The doors can be opened both ways. So there's a window you can open with mosinette and blackout blind. Shower with hot and cold water. These hooks can be moved around. So there are two drainage holes. You can lift these and put them back in. When you're traveling, you can close it. The shower does come with a wooden tray as well, but you're not meant to use it when you're showering. So this is the shower. It's actually more spacious than it probably looks like in the video. So when you have a shower, if you close the door that separates this area from the living space, you have like a big larger bathroom area, and you can always close the sliding door that it's here. So the shower comes with a wooden tray that goes at the bottom. It says on the sticker to not, when you have a shower, don't have the wooden tray down. We just removed it completely. We never used it, but I guess it's useful if you have wet things that you want to store here in the shower, and by being on this raised wooden shelf, things that are wet can still drip and dry better than if they were sitting just on the bottom of the shower. So you can see you've got the steps, so it keeps things raised quite a lot. And that's a wooden tray. The bedroom, so this bedroom the bed can be turned into a Super King bed by adding a platform that goes on top of here with extra mattress on this area, and it becomes a big Super King bed. Again, lots of storage all around. shelf, more storage there. There are some USB charging points up there and more sockets. This switch, there's two switches like this in the motorhome. It's a main switch that'll switch off all the lights in the motorhome. So if you go to bed and you left some lights on, you just press this button and all the lights will go off. Very handy. So there is another television here at the back, which you'll need to pull out to use. It has a security system, so it's locked in, so when you're driving it doesn't move around. When you want to pull it out, you have to make sure you pull this toggle down and then you can pull it out. I need two hands for that, so I'm going to put this down here and see if I can show you how to do it. So pull this down and then it releases the telly. So it releases the telly and then you can angle it out, watch that corner, and then you can move it around as you wish. When you want to use the telly, make sure you have switched on the button under there, because otherwise the telly won't come on and you might think it's broken. So press that button, that telly comes on, blue light there. Now you can use the remote control to switch it on. Most of the time you need the satellite to be open to be able to watch telly. Often if the satellite is down, when you switch the telly on, it will automatically pull up the satellite on the roof. So now it says no signal. Please check the satellite equipment, cables and connectors. There it is, the satellite went up. And that's a telly. You've got well, you can hear the sound coming from everywhere. But that's a telly. And you can, it has a DVD slot here on the side, so you can watch DVDs. If you click on source here, it shows you I'm trying to mute it, so if I mute it, so I'm press on source, you see the different options that you have. And then switch it back off and do the switch underneath, and then you can slide it back into place. One-handed is quite tricky. Okay, and now you have to wait for the click. Once it's in position, that goes back up and you know it's secure and it won't go anywhere. So that's a back telly. Storage. So this storage space, I don't know, it's a bit odd because if I put this there, see if I can show you, you can remove this mattress. Got caught there. So if you move this out of the way, then you can lift this to access that storage area as well from the top. So under here you've got a ladder. So these are the steps that go into the bedroom. Hold on, I'll show you the bathroom first and then I'll go into the details. This is the bathroom with ceramic toilet. Cupboard here, toilet roll holder. Toilet roll comes out of there, so you don't have to open the cupboard every time you need a toilet roll. Hot and water tap. So all three shelves have these elastic bands to keep your things in place. 3 shelves, light switch and socket. Handy to have a socket in the bathroom. Long big mirror with hooks. So when you go to bed, you can keep that door shut if you want to close the lounge area, or here there's undo that. There's this sliding door that you can close. It leaves a gap underneath, but it gives you privacy from the bedroom. Easier with 2 hands. So this is what the back bed looks like. If you put the extra piece of mattress and the board here, this board at the end, if you've got maybe young children, to stop them falling off the bed. And you've got the steps there. Those are the steps that come out from the other step, which is there, so they come out of there. This is what the bed looks like without that wooden piece across there. So steps into much bigger bed, super king. Kitchen, living space. So above the door you've got a control panel up here, where it shows there's an orange light showing that the it's attached to the electric. This is to if you want to use the taps, you press that and it lets you, the pump comes on, so you can use the taps and the shower. This is just the main switch for everything. These here, they show you the levels of water or electricity you have. So that's a battery, that's the front one. So if I press on that, it shows fully charged. That one fully charged. This one shows you the amount of water you have in the tank, fresh water in the tank. So we've emptied the tank, so it's not showing any water levels. But obviously these lights would come up, lit up, to show you how much water you have in the tank. And this one shows you how much wastewater you have. Again, it would show you here when you press it how much wastewater you have. We have an empty tank, so the lights are not coming on. And then this is another panel to control more things like the inside temperature, the temperature of the water, the electric you want to use when you're plugged in. Not sure that one, I guess the gas. But yeah, just have a play with it. And up here you've got the, so when you pull the bed down, you're meant to, let's do it properly, you're meant to put these 2 seats down. And then you can use the remote control to pull the bed down. See, all goes down. So here you have lights above the bed. So this is the double bed or king bed, I'm not sure, above the seating area. You can pull these out and add extra bits of mattress to have another sleeping layout. So you can sleep that way, or you can sleep that way. If maybe you're, you don't want to share the bed and your friends, you want a bit of space in between, and then you have all that space in between you. There's straps here that attach to these or these, whether you want a safety net. There's a safety net that comes up here if you're for extra safety, stop people falling off the bed. This is the other kind of layout you can have for the front bed. So that's a normal double bed. I can't remember if it's a double bed or a king bed. It's quite big, but yes, you can pull these drawers out and add these extra pieces of mattress and transform the bed into 2 single beds with a big room in between. And this is our safety net that you can have. You don't have to have it up. These straps are attached inside the drawer and help hold the weight of this extension. Hooks up there. To unhook them, you just pull on these red toggles, and if you don't want the safety net, you can simply unhook that one, and store the safety net under there. So two-handed, I would do a better job. So roughly like that, and that's how the bed looks like without the straps. And then if we pull this one down as well, this is the bed without the straps and without the safety net. To store the bed away, you remove the mattresses, the bits of mattress they put there and there, put the straps up there, and you can simply push those in, and there you have just the one bed. This is what the bed looks like with all the extra safety nets. So you've got longer here. You can adjust the tightness of the straps, and when you're done with it, you just unhook all of these. You just lift them, unhook, and this stores under there. This is an elastic band that only needs to be done up like this when you put the bed up to store the bed. When you go to sleep, when you want to use the bed, obviously you unhook the elastic band. Got window above. All windows have mozzie nets and blackout blinds, and can be opened like that. These lights, you can completely move them around as you please and switch them off just by touching those. The other magic switch, like the one at the back that switches off all the lights, is up here. So you've got 2 buttons there. I can't remember which one, but one of the 2. You press it and it switches off all the lights in the motorhome I'm not sure if it presses, if it switches off those. So let me, yeah, so it switches off even those. So it's that button, you press it and all the lights in the motorhome go off. So it's very handy because you have it one near the back bed and one here near the front bed. There is a ladder if you want to get on the bed without stepping onto that seat. You can use the ladder to get on. It clips in, it's under here, those two. So if I pull it out you can see. So you've got that. So you have to make sure that it goes into those spaces so that it's secure, and you can use the ladder to get up onto the bed. So to pull the bed back up, just keep the correct button pressed and the bed goes up, and then you can hide that one. When you're cooking, obviously pull that up, that stays up on its own, but before you start cooking, make sure that you have window open. To open these windows, you actually lift that, press that button there, and while you keep it pressed, turn the handle, and then you can open the window. And if you want to close it again, you have to put it all the way to the top and it'll slide down. So keep this window open while you're cooking for safety reasons. And also, if you're going to do lots of cooking that will create lots of smoke, this is a vent above the kitchen area. So make sure you open the vent. So this was already open, but you open it by turning it that. I don't know if you can see the vent opening. And then you can switch it on there. And if you press this button, it'll pull the air out of the motorhome, and you can choose the strengths by keep pressing it. Or if you need the air to come into the motorhome, you press this button and it'll bring air in. And once you're done, you just press that and it goes off. This one as well, like when all the windows, has a blackout blind to keep the light out at night. So behind here, there's a 32-inch television. I'm not sure if I can open it with this. Let me see if I can pull the headrests down. So I've removed the headrest to show you the 32-inch television, which is in here. There's a switch there with 2 arrows. So press the top arrow, keep it pressed, and the 32-inch television comes out. So there is your main television, and then you have the second one in the back bedroom, but it's a smaller one. And then when you're done, you can press the button. You have to keep it pressed. If you stop pressing it, the television stops going down or up. Sockets there, USB sockets. And then if you want to put the headrest back up here, you just lift this and slide them in the holes, or you can just keep it like that. So I'm back to show you the storage. So I've removed the seats the cushions, and you've got under here you got storage for the 2 headrests that if you want to put up when you're driving, you just put them in place. Can control obviously the height, and then you can close that. And then while I'm here, I'll show you there's more storage under there, loads of storage. In the floor there are several storage spaces. So if we start from the back, we've seen that in here we've got I haven't showed you actually, the step ladder. So when you make the bed bigger into Super King bed, you won't be able to use the normal steps because you have this big platform at the top. So you can use, if you need it, this step ladder. You just pull it out. Close that, so got more room there. So that becomes your new steps to get into bed. And then when you don't need them anymore, just slide them back down, close that. And then in here we've got that. In here I believe there's access to the water tank. Next one, it's a big storage area under the whole floor. So we've put some boxes to keep things divided. So we put these plastic boxes in. So loads of extra storage. So that screen there pops out. So if I open that, let's see, back up. So that one, you press the button at the top, this clips off, and that's control for the self-leveling system that we had installed. USB sockets, USB-C. Controls to open the blackout that comes down, and that's to empty the water tank. Compartment here with 2 USB chargers and a little vent hole. When you're ready for the night, you can press this button here and You don't have to keep it pressed, you just press it once and it'll keep working. So that comes down and gives you complete privacy. And then you pull from here, strap and strap. Then you pull these blinds. They have a magnet here at the end. And same on this side. Magnet, magnet. So you have complete privacy at the front. Pull it back up. And you also have the option of that if you don't want to close the whole window but you want just some privacy while you're sitting down, you can manually pull that one up. These can be pulled down and moved as you please. Same for the other side. SOS button in case of emergency. Press that, opens up, and then press that red button. Top vent. This opens up. By doing so. And then remember to close it again before you drive off. This motorhome does come with air conditioning. So if you want to use the air conditioning, you just need to you need the remote control, switch it on. It comes on, and then you can regulate the temperature with the remote and the power of the fan, and you can change the angle of the air coming out from both sides. And with this one you can decide if you want the air to come out from that end only or this end only, or if you want it coming out from both sides. So on a hot summer day this is amazing. And when you want to switch it off, again use the remote control and you just turn it off. Something interesting about the lights, which I discovered just by chance, is you can see there's lights under the cupboards, there on the floor, and then there's lights there. So all these lights that you can see, they can be dimmed. So you've got the light switches here. So for example, if you keep it pressed, you'll see that the lights dim. So then you press it again and they'll dim again, coming back up. Well, they'll get brighter. And this is for the other lights on the floor. Sure if that's doing anything, maybe that. But yeah, something interesting that if you didn't know, is quite a cool, I don't know, I thought I was very happy when I discovered that. And then you can dim these lights by pressing this button. This button is to switch the light on outside above the door. So this is the one to dim these lights. And so if I press that one, you'll see that the lights dim. Then if I press it again, I've shown you the inside of the Hymer Masterline B780. Now I'm going to show you the outside. So it has an awning, you can see up there, and here we have a compartment, storage compartment. So to open these handles you need the key. I've already unlocked them, and then as it says on the sticker you have to twist them 180 degrees before you can open them, and then it releases. So that storage space, you can see it's under the floor. And then when you've done, you just press them in and they are locked. So in here we've got, that's where you attach your gas. If you want to plug in a gas barbecue, you plug it in there. Here we've got, very exciting, where the waste tank goes. There's a waste tank. Hold on, I need to press with two. Waste tank, we're talking about poo and wee. It goes in there, and you have to, when you want to empty it, you have to unplug this hose, and where the hole is, you'll put that plug, you press it in, and then you can pull it out, go and empty it and put it back in. Here we've got where the electric plug is. And let's have a look at the boot. So it's a very big boot. It's got lights at the top, like the ones inside the cupboards inside a motorhome. You just push that button. So there is a hot and cold water shower. So that's a control. We've added these hooks because we just found it handy having it there, because when it's designed to be in there, I can't put it in there, but we found the hose got a little bit in the way, so that's the other way to have it. So we've added those hooks, but yeah. It's got some shelves there. I'll come and open it from the other side. We had installed this bike rack for electric bikes, so it holds loads of weight because electric bikes are a lot heavier. So if you open the boot, you can see it's a very big boot. Got shelves there with bars to stop things from moving, so falling. Hymer logo. Another light. You've got these hooks that can be moved around if you want to attach things to those, and you've got hooks on the floor. And And then here, this is where, if you want to fill up with water, that's where you get the key, open that and fill it up with the hose with fresh water. When you empty the tank, when you want to empty the water tank, it comes out from there. So when you have to empty it at a campsite where they have the drainage holes, you have to make sure you're aligned. It's pretty much in line with this edge of the boot, so it's in line with that pretty much. Just a tip for you. That you can see there, that's one of the leg self-leveling, part of the self-leveling system that we had installed. It doesn't come with it. And also we had installed 360 degree cameras around, which are very handy, so you have them there, and then you have another one there and one at the front, which is here, that one. That was, yeah, another very handy thing when you have to maneuver this motorhome. It's definitely very, very handy. So, done the boot. This is another storage compartment. Like the other one, goes under the floor, nice big space. Got controls for the water. And in here, that's where the gas bottles go. The motorhome comes with one bottle. There might still be two in here. Yeah, so one will keep, but you can fit 2 bottles in there. Got the controls there to switch from one bottle to the other. And that there behind, this one, that is the hose that you can plug under there when you want to empty the tank, the water tank. If you can't drive over the drainage hole, then you can use this hose to drain it. And last but not least, you've got the diesel hole where, when you have to fuel up, key again, and you can open up that. So this is it. Got satellite at the top there. There are, obviously I can't show you from here, but there are at the top solar panels at each end there, and on the other side of the motorhome. I will post a picture of the top of the motorhome. So this is the outside of the Hymer Masterline B780.